teams real quick. All right, and we are back. We are going to see Havok taking on, I believe, Fresh? Yes.
Yep.
I'm joined by Mr. Austin Coombs.
Shout out to everyone watching live all over the country and the world at the 2024 Dodgeball Canada National Championships. Fresh with a nice pop-up catch there, bringing another player back on in.
So we just watched the 4th place Alberta team, which was Mint, and now we're going to watch the 3rd place Alberta team, which is Fresh, taking on the Saskatchewan 2nd place team, Havok.
Saskatchewan approaches the line. Nice early throw from Fresh here is going to give Saskatchewan 5 balls.
Nice big catch there by the player on Havok. That was number 17, Campbell, also the captain. That's going to bring another player back on. That's going to take it down now to just 3 players for the Fresh side. Taking a shot at number 6 there, that is McIntosh.
Takes out number 42, Grant Freeman from Fresh, leaving Fresh with 2 players.
Ooh, going for the block. Unfortunately, hits him right in the hand, and that was number 13, Kyle Mellon from Fresh.
Tough play here for Fresh now with only 1 athlete left on court. He's going to have to survive this fury and then go hard to get the other team out.
Nice
Good
block,
throw.
nice return fire. Almost a toe tap on number 9 there. That's Jared Wayland standing at the back line. Staying up on his toes now, double shot, no balls in hand. Looked like he was going to go for a catch. A little bit wide, little bit low, manages to stay in. Havok still with 4 players on the line, so they are going to have that burden back as soon as he sends those balls over. Oh, just going past the knee pads, return fire and takes him out. Ooh. Gets down nice and low just as he was throwing. And then another elimination. He is on fire.
This looks like Jarvis Greener, sorry. Last one alive here for Fresh. Again, being the only one alive, having to take some extra risks, leaving himself empty a few more times than you might see when there's 2 more players left on the court. But these risks are paying off right now. He's turned it down to a 2-on-1.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, the luck runs out here.
Yeah, going for that catch, and looks like the knee pad slipped a little bit, so he goes down. He pops right back up, but that's going to be that first elimination. Point goes on the board now for Havok. Just lining him up right now. Ref is about to say ready. And they are off again. Nice big opening rush. Sends the pitch over. And Havok tries to come in hard and heavy off of that rush. Unfortunately, it does eliminate number 64.
This is a big game for both teams here. It looks like this is their 3rd game of the day. They both haven't found a win yet. But I know when you're in that spot, you've got a couple of games on your belt at Nationals. That first win is hard to come by, but especially when you're playing another team in the same boat, you want it just as much as they do.
The nice block there from the Havok side. That's going to give them burden back again. They have 5 players up against the 5 players on the Fresh side.
What? Ooh. Ball slipped in for a catch, but it was after the first ball that had hit number 17 was already dead. So unfortunately, he's going to be removed from the court. 2 hard throws from Fresh there. They're really putting a lot of 2-ball plays here on Havok, trying to put the pressure on them, trying to make Havok make mistakes in their dodging and their defending.
Havok still with that line of 5 players, slowly whittling away at the Fresh players. Fresh coming up, looks like they were taking the shots. right at the captain there for Havok. Unfortunately, Campbell does get himself eliminated trying to make that catch.
Really thought he was going to hold on to that one. That would have been a nice turning point for Havok there, but they're still even with Fresh here.
Huge whip from the back line from number 30, and that is Wilkinson. All right, coming up to the line now, ready to take those shots. Sails a little bit wide at both of those players through the line there, so that's going to put ball control back into the hands now of Fresh. They have that burden to throw.
Oh, great shot. Fresh choosing to send one ball there so they can still hold on to a 3-ball defense and they get the ball back. Just great choice here. But
nice block by McIntosh as well. Oh, sorry.
Now with one player advantage, though, they're going to want to send to make sure they only have 2 balls remaining. Well, we have a line call here on, I believe that's number 10, the other captain of Havok.
Huge shout out to the line refs, and that was actually Blaze on the Havok team that I was referring to earlier when I said McIntosh. So Fresh still with their 4 players, slowly whittling it away on the Havok line. They're going for it. He almost goes out. Oh, stays in. Absolutely well done. Almost looked like he was shooting the needle,
yeah.
I think, like on roller skates when they do that.
Oh, tough ball at 76 for Fresh. Brian Flowers takes the hit there. Fresh still up a player. They have burden. Likely to see 1 ball here.
Yeah, just sending that one over again at Blaze with the 2 balls in hand, holds it up for a block, sending it over to his teammate. They've got 4 balls now. They decide who's going to throw. And that's a hit.
Trong steps up, tries to put some pressure, is unlucky with the result there. We're down to a 2v2.
Oh, another line call.
I think it's a hit. Yeah, they call a skim on the shoulder there. I believe that's Wilkinson. Yeah, that's Eddie Wilkinson there, number 30. Fresh gets that ball up high.
It looks like Blaze was just trying to catch him off guard. A double tap, though, in the hip, on the head. Fresh is going to take that point. That puts them on the board.
One score here. Fresh is going to have burden off this rush. See if they do a pitch to get that offense started right away. Instead, it's Havok with the Fresh. Trong getting nice and low, getting underneath that ball, keeping 6 alive on the Fresh side.
Havok managing to keep their line. They're staying strong. They only have 5 players right now, but they are keeping that ball control and that burden, and they're calling a timeout. Looks like they're just going to take a moment, have a little discussion.
Havok looks like they're making a switch here, maybe an injury substitution.
Oh, yeah, it's a substitution. I can see his fingers bleeding.
Oh, that always sucks when that happens.
Oof, yeah.
Dodgeball, not the safest sport for your fingers. If you enjoy how your fingers feel, don't strongly recommend dodgeball, but you get used to it after a little while.
Arthritic compression gloves are a great help when you're not playing, because that would just throwing that out there for anyone.
I know I've been subject to many a finger injury, a couple of broken fingers from balls here.
It's probably the most common injury is a broken finger. Very easy club, but elite to join. All right, Havok coming up, ready to take those shots at the line on Fresh, sending almost all 3 over, getting nice and low, managing to slide low, get out of the way. Fresh, one player coming up to the line, ready to take that shot, push them back while they reset.
Unfortunately, it was Greg Buzan that we lost on the Fresh side there, their left guard, so they've got a new guard slide on in there. Trong just can't get his arm out of the way, fortunately, and looks like Campbell gets shot on the return fire. Fresh doing a really good job here of putting pressure on Havok when they step up to the line, not letting them feel comfortable, which is a really good strategy here. And there it is. They step up to the line themselves and take 2 out. I feel like Fresh is getting more and more confidence as this game goes on. They're feeling more comfortable with their throws, feeling more comfortable with the court.
I mean, both teams know they need a win right now, so this is going to be, they know that this is going to be the game for them out of this pool for that first win, and both teams, they can taste it.
I think it's a big thing. I mean, it's never too early to start looking at the playoffs, but starting 0-3, it's going to be a really hard journey for someone to get into that top 5, maybe the 6th wild card team for playoffs later.
And you don't want to get too much into your head either, so you want that positiveness of a win. Unfortunately, the hit did connect with the Havok player. That's going to take it down to just the 1, so it's number 6 left on the Havok side. That's Jamie McIntosh going after number 76 on Fresh. That was Brian Flowers. So McIntosh slowly whittling them down. Nice shot.
I believe that large man on left guard for Fresh. Just that ball looks like it bounced on in. That's number 88, Small. Unfortunately.
And that's a hit, yeah. I like how he just stays bouncing. Like, just keeps the momentum. Like,
you're just wishing that ball bounced onto you a little bit more, but.
Just double checking on that one. We see the referee checking the timer now. Looks like they are going to be starting in no blocking. The balls are being distributed to each side. So that is 2-1 now. Fresh is in the lead against Havok out of Saskatchewan.
Not the highest scoring first half here, but.
You know, teams are, they're pretty evenly matched. They're pretty evenly paced, you know. Big wide shot up over there.
5 balls in sudden death. That's always a scary thing to face down on defense.
Ooh, going for the catch, unfortunately fumbles it. That's going to take one of them out. So it's down to 4 players and a line out. McIntosh goes down.
Almost had those grips right there.
Another one there.
Wilkinson, unfortunately, hitting that leg on that low dodge. Fresh up a player now, down a ball.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion and miscommunication on the Havok side. See the play call being made now by number 10, taking a shot at Fresh, and they do manage to connect with that left wing. A nice return shot, fire over, sails over the back though. He gets low to dodge. Sending it over to the Havok side. Looks like he was going for a catch. Unfortunately, Wayland does get eliminated. They still have Campbell left, and I believe that's Laverdiere? Nope, number 10. Campbell. Oh, there's 2 Campbells. Okay.
Oh, that's a great catch by Jarvis Grenier. Oh, another snag by Fresh is going to win them the point.
Just comes in clutch and snatches it right in the chest. Absolutely well done there. We're going to see the team switching it up now.
It's going to be a 3-1 lead here for Fresh going into the second half. Like I said, both teams looking for the first win of the tournament here. That's a good spot to be. You're +2. You got 11 minutes on the clock. Favorable spot. Now you just have to hold on.
I think Fresh can do it. You know, the changing of the court, you know, does kind of it does kind of change up your perspective of things. So we'll see if that does affect them. But otherwise, I think they're doing what they're doing, and it seems to be working great. So I wouldn't change anything. Havok, I think a little bit more aggression coming out of them. I think possibly in their dodging as well.
I think the one thing we haven't seen from Havok, and having played them in the past, is they tend to be a very grabby team. They like to grab that ball out of the air, they like to get those catches. Haven't seen a ton of catches from them yet, and I think that could be a big game changer. If that part of their game really accelerates in the second half, I think they'll close this gap quickly. But Fresh isn't allowing them to do it. They're putting a lot of pressure on them from the line, putting a lot of pressure on them from the defensive line.
That's a great observation, and it looks like the ref has just blown the whistle, so we are starting into the second half right now. Fresh takes that burden as they did win the no blocking in the first half. They do have balls in hand. Sends right through the line between the two players. It looks like no one from Havok is eliminated yet.
Oh, snag there.
Speaking of grabby catches.
Unfortunately, Barry just puts that right into Havok's breadbasket, and he's able to take that home with him, and the captain is on the bench now. Oh, and the other captain, Flowers. And Havok putting their foot on the gas early and often in this set.
Another shot from Havok on Fresh. That's going to take it down to just Small and Melon. Thank you.
Havok with their full roster still on the court.
Yeah, that is an elimination. Ref does confirm it. He was looking for the ball, wasn't quite sure about it, but.
Well, that's a great shot from Havok. Again, the pressure with their arms is what's having them stay in this game. That one early catch turned the set around, and now they're allowing their arms to just go to work, take out players one by one.
So it's just Small left now for Fresh. 2 balls going wide. Small comes up, take the return shot right in the shoulder. Advantage goes back to Small now. Managing to dodge that return fire shot from McIntosh.
I know he hears it a lot, but Wade Small is by no means a small man here. Big in stature, big arm.
I'm sure he has a big heart too.
Oh, 100%.
Small coming up to take the shot, but the clock is on Havok, and Havok takes it. He goes for the jump dodge. Unfortunately, didn't quite get enough air. That's going to be another point on the board for Havok now.
Not quite able to get himself small enough there.
No.
I'm sorry for our crowd right now. The puns will continue.
Nice off of the opening rush. Unfortunately, Fresh did fumble that one a little bit, and that does eliminate number 21.
I think the big thing from here, Havok's winning this rush quite frequently, and they're able to turn that into an advantage. Again, being down 1 point, they're going to have to turn this advantage now into a multiple player lead. Wilkinson with the windmill throw. I know he does love that one quite a bit.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to grab that catch. He had his arms up a little bit too late, and it takes him out right in the chest. Another pop shot on there. Fresh is starting to turn this one around. They have the players, but Havok has the balls right now. Going right in between the 2 players on the wing side.
That was just a really good play by Small and Freeman on that last play. 2 balls, 1 target right from the middle. It's really hard to move when they're both from that same area. Unfortunately, Freeman's taken out there.
And that is a shot from McIntosh. On McIntosh, sorry. Still have 4 players in for Fresh. They are going for it. Small managing to avoid that counter shot. Burden to throw now, clock counting down on Fresh. 1 ball over right into the Havok player. And that is a hit.
Oh, 2 great dodges by Wilkinson there. 1 over top the ball, 1 underneath the second ball.
Absolutely pancaking straight down. One ball in hand for Fresh. It looks like Burden to throw. Over on the Havok side now, they're taking that shot. Buzon comes up, tries to push him to the back of the line. Looks like he's trying to psych them out to get that counter. Fortunately, Havok's not falling for it, and they take out Small. Oh, but Buzan gets that counter shot, but then another counter shot takes him out. It is down to a 1v1. That was a very fast exchange just now.
Wilkinson for Havok, Flowers for Fresh. And to go up point
Wilkinson
goes
takes
for
the
Wilkinson.
shot and takes out Flowers. Havok ties it up. Ooh, that was spicy.
Again, throw that back to Wilkinson there. He had 2 great dodges earlier. They had 2 balls on him. He's able to stay alive, keep himself in the game long enough to close that out. That's what they're going to need. They tied this game back up. They're down 2 points. See if they win this rush again. See if Wilkinson get them a nice early lead by getting that middle ball. No, they hold. Or they don't. Nope. You got to trade instead off the beginning.
Five players still in now for the Fresh side.
And even numbers here, 4 balls. I would expect 1 ball, maybe a second. Don't think Havok wants to give up ball control here, and they want to play a more defensive-minded game so they can play that counter game with even numbers.
Nice block there. Another block by Geese as well.
Wilkinson, great shot to take out the Fresh athlete there. Now, Havok's +1.
Ooh, that's a lot of back and forth just now, but it does look like someone from Havok gets eliminated.
Oh!
Big catch there by Barry. They put a spin on the ball. It actually spun him.
That's just a huge, like I said, catching such a big game changer in this sport. Now, we get Fresh up 3 players on Havok when they were just even 30 seconds ago.
So it's just down to 2 players now for Havok. They do have burden. They have 2 balls in hand. Looks like they're sending one over at Barry. Manages to dodge, sending it over. Grenier coming up, taking that play call, making the shot. Barry going for
Barry's
another
one! That's some fresh berries right there.
Oh.
Oh.
You can clip that sound. Slowly turning it around. Fresh is starting to dominate again. They were doing it earlier, but Havok was overtaking them. Fresh is slowly clawing it back. Shot clock counting down now. Havok with burden to throw.
There's Barry out. That's probably a great spot for Havok to have a chance in this.
And Buzan. And a huge whip shot. That finally takes out Wilkinson.
Fresh with a 1-point lead late in the second half here.
I'm not too sure what the timer is right now, but I think we are getting very close to no blocking.
Balls are everywhere.
A little bit of a messy rush off of that one.
Havok comes out ahead, though. They're up 1 athlete here.
Right in the hair. Calls himself.
That advantage is gone quick.
So we've got 3 players now, or 4 players still left for Havok.
Going
for the catch.
Yes!
Saves it! Oh my
What a
God,
snag.
he was juggling that one.
That's, again, a big game changer. It's now a 5-3. Havok's up 2 players in a point where they really needed this because they were down 1.
Absolutely well done by Havok on that catch.
Flowers just doing a great job getting small there, getting around those balls. Fresh really can't afford to lose another athlete here. In a lot of ways, they're trying to kill a lot of clock, but they don't want to kill too much clock so that it goes into a tie if they weren't to win this.
Yeah, we aren't doing any overtime, unfortunately, for ties. It's just, it is what it is. You get the points based on how many players are left on the court.
Small with the chest pass and then scoops in that ball from Wilkinson. timeout here for Havok. Again, it's probably a great call as a coach myself. You want to cut the momentum after that. Like Small makes an incredible play there, but Havok needs to reset. Again, this is a big point for them. Fresh can theoretically afford to play a little more passive here, being up 1 point. Havok can't afford that. They have to get this point or they're staring at another loss.
Yeah, Havok needs to start rushing it. They need to start being a little bit more aggressive, but they they also need to play smart as well, because it looks like Fresh does have their number and they are starting to counter them a lot more. All right, so that timeout is completed now. We have them lining up. They were going for him.
Flowers has been a problem on that right guard for Fresh. Havok does not want him on the court anymore.
That is the position that Flowers should be in. He's doing an absolutely amazing job of guarding for his team. Looks like Small with the block, managing to get a little bit wide. Drop shot there, though. Unfortunately, taking out Melon for Fresh. We see the game clock has run out, so we are, we are pausing it. It
looks like Campbell was questioning if a Fresh player was still alive there, so the coach of Havok's looking for some clarifications from the referee squad. Looks like we've got the Hyper team here as our extra refs, along with our head ref here. So shout out to all the athletes that are doing a little bit of extra reffing, help make this tournament get a little bit smoother. I know refereeing is tough, as I will be on that court as soon as this game is done.
I spent a very long time refereeing as well before I transitioned into doing commentary. So I definitely have a lot of respect for those players who are pulling double duty, as well as everyone for showing the camaraderie with helping out with the line reffing as well as the ball retrieving. It's great to see that, especially for some of those teams that aren't able to send extra players with them.
Yeah, this is a big point. I understand why the coaches want clarification around here. You're down 1. Again, you're sharing an 0-3 start to your Nationals tournament here, so you want to make sure everything is fully understood. So it looks like after that discussion, Fresh is going to have 3 athletes on the court and 4 balls, and Havok is going to have 3 athletes on the court with no balls. Looks like actually all 6 are on the side of Fresh.
Ooh, that's not going to be a good sign for Havok, but they do manage to jump high and dodge that one shot. I think Havok is going to want to maintain ball control.
Yeah.
Nice couple blocks there, and then a return fire shot.
Yeah, it looks like that was an exchange there.
Yeah.
1 Fresh for 1 Havok. Again, Fresh playing this slow. They don't need to rush this. They don't want to necessarily force this to go to an overtime.
Well, they still have the full 3 players that they originally had after that exchange. Small drops his balls to try and grab a catch, throws it at the Havok player. It does eliminate not the Havok player we thought it was, but it's down to 2 now. It is actually down to a 1v1. Small with the catch!
Small! Wade Small runs that ball down, keeps juggling it, makes sure he secures the catch. That's going to give them a 2-point lead. And I guess we were in sudden death there. I thought I saw a lot of blocking in there.
Yeah, I think it's at this point because they are probably, depending on how they are running, time-wise, and there is a 2-point differential. Even if they did take it in the no blocking, it wasn't going to matter. So I think they're just calling the game as it is there. So Fresh is going to take that one with a huge catch from Small. And thank you very much for joining us. We still have a lot more games going on today. Coming up after this,
Surge and Immortals will be taking place here, featuring myself on referee.
Well, I will let you get down there, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you hopefully on the stream later.